Recently, we celebrated the Feast of Mary, Mother of God. As Catholics, we often speak of Mary using this title, Mother of God, or Mater Dei in Latin. This title for Mary is found in the Hail Mary, and so it is one that is very familiar to us Catholics. The title is part of what we might say Catholic vocabulary. But the origin of the title is not with the Hail Mary, but goes back to the early 5th century in a controversy over the understanding of Christ himself, his person and his two natures. In other words, although the Mother of God tells us something about Mary, it first and foremost is a title that tells us something about her son, Jesus. The 5th century controversy was precisely over whether Mary should be called the Mother of God. An important churchman, Nestorius was his name, said that Mary should not be given this title. He founded this conclusion on his understanding that Christ in his human nature was born of Mary, but that the divine nature of Christ was not part of her maternity. His doctrine was tantamount to saying that Christ, although two natures, is also two persons, one divine and one human. Mary bore the human nature of Christ, and so should not be called Mother of God, but according to Nestorius, only Mother of Christ. The Church responded to this understanding at the Third Ecumenical Council held at Ephesus in the year 431. There the Church affirmed that the title Mother of God is based on an understanding that Christ, although possessing two natures, is only one person, the divine person of the Word incarnate. In the Incarnation, it is that one divine person, the eternal Son of God, who is born of Mary. Now clearly, the divine nature itself does not come from Mary. The divine nature, God himself, does not come from anything since he is eternal and self-existent. But the second person of the Trinity, the eternal Son, took upon himself our human nature and united it to his person. He was born of Mary. Mary is the Mother of God because Jesus, her Son, is God incarnate. So even if the divine nature does not find its origin with Mary, the humanity of Christ is from her. And that humanity is so united to the divine person of the Word that whatever happens to Jesus happens to God, inasmuch as that humanity of Christ is owned and operated, is personed, if you will, by the Word himself. Whatever Jesus does, whatever happens to him, happens to God, inasmuch as Jesus is truly God incarnate. Mary is Mother of God because her Son is a divine person who assumed our human nature and became the God-man. Mary is then truly Mother of God. Till next week, God bless.